While thousands of state workers in Hawaii wait for the outcome of contract talks to see how much of a pay cut they will face, some public workers on the mainland are already facing similar or even worse pay cuts. KITV's Keoki Kerr is here with this Project Economy report. Keoki?
Well, Gary, public unions still haven't scheduled more negotiations to respond to the state's proposal for a 7% pay cut and 18 unpaid furlough days a year for Hawaii state workers. And while that sounds grim, things could be a lot worse. In Pennsylvania, some government employees are going without paychecks.
Don't forget to pay my mortgage.
Across Pennsylvania Tuesday, state workers vented their frustration. Because of a budget impasse involving Governor Ed Rendell and the legislature, 80,000 state workers have received only partial pay since July 1st. And another 1,000 courts workers have gone without any pay for nearly 1 month.
We're just frustrated because we need our paycheck. I mean, this sign here says it all. We do have bills. We have bills to pay. We have food to buy. There's people out there that has little children that has no money to buy food for them.
In Pennsylvania, layoffs are already planned for several agencies that help the needy, like the State Veterans Administration and the WIC program, which helps feed the poor.
Hey, honey, you can't hide. We can see you on the side.
And in California, protesters spoke out against Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger shortly after he signed a state budget with $650 million in cuts. Since July 1st, state workers in California have been furloughed 3 days a month. That's 36 days without pay a year. And now California is cutting $50 million from a health insurance program for low-income children.
And that's ugly. When already we have cut so much and then we had to make additional cuts.
And $6 million in cuts mean that 100 state parks facilities in California may have to close unless a donation drive is successful.
I want to emphasize that we really are actively seeking partners to try to keep as many parks open as possible.
In Oregon today, the governor and public unions reached a tentative agreement on a contract that calls for lower-paid state workers to have 10 unpaid furlough days a year, and then higher-paid workers are going to be required to take 12 to 14 unpaid days off in Oregon. And teachers across the state of Georgia are bracing for up to 10 days of unpaid days off this school year. Back home here in Hawaii, no new contract talks are scheduled as tens of thousands of state workers wait to find out what type of a pay cut they might face. Keoki Kerr, KITV 4 Island Television News.